All right, so I hope tips 1 and 2 have been going really well for you. Now I'm going to talk about tips 3 and 4. We're going to kind of combine these two because they really do go hand in hand. So tip number 3 is to start a walking program. And tip number 4 is to avoid static positioning. So they go hand in hand because by starting a walking program, you can help avoid static positioning. So it's really nice. These two tips come together and they benefit and feed off of each other. So let me explain. We recommend walking, or I recommend walking, for someone who just had a new bout of low back pain or for someone who has been dealing with pain for quite a while. The reason why a walking program is really good for you is because when we have a back injury, especially in the cases of nerve tightness or nerve pain, what can happen is that nerve can actually start to get stiff and it doesn't slide and glide like it should. Because that nerve is stiff, we're not getting the right nutrients and mobility through the nerve. And that typically will get stiffer and stiffer and stiffer the more we sit around and stop moving. So the worst thing you can do after a back injury is to be stagnant and I guess you could say go on bed rest, okay? We no longer recommend bed rest. So the ultimate goal is to get you up and moving and keep you moving as much as possible. So a good amount or a good way to start a walking program is to maybe start out by walking around your living room a couple times at the start of every hour. Progress this to a quarter mile, to a half mile, and maybe even up to a mile if your symptoms aren't getting worse while you're on your walking program or doing your walks. All right, you should monitor this. If you have a desk job that involves sitting for prolonged periods of time, make sure you get up and take a walk around the office or go for a walk outside and do a lap around the building. By changing positions, you can actually help reduce and lower your back pain in the short term and in the long term. So go out, try these 2 tips, put them together, and let me know how things go. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email.